What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are we feeling today?
Lovely. It's a beautiful day.
Gorgeous.
Some gorgeous weather. Can't get it on the weekends, but we can get it on the weekdays.
Hey.
And it's lovely. Get extra pep in your step walking down the street. But no, so far so good. Nothing to complain about today.
Noah, how about you?
Same old, you know.
Anything new?
I see.
Oh, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
No, not even better than that.
No, like I wouldn't say like I'm doing better than usual, but I'm not doing worse.
All right.
I would say I'm caught up on Widow's Bay last night.
I didn't know if
I
we
would
should
highly
unpack.
recommend.
I watched episode 1 last night.
It gets really good.
I finished 4 seasons last night, so today
Yeah.
I'll turn a new page to Widow's Bay.
Yeah, I thought about starting that, but then I'm like, I don't know. Like, you guys didn't rave about it, so.
It's good. It's a good show.
But not as good as season 1.
No, but of course they do a throwback with Steve in it because they have to find a way to fit him
put
in an
Steve
episode.
in it somehow.
And I got a hot take. I don't even know if this is a hot take, but I don't know if I love a throwback episode really ever in any TV show.
It's like a flashback.
Yeah, like a flashback. It feels like filler to me anytime it's done.
Yeah.
It really depends if it's
Well, that's what I was saying in Euphoria.
Anytime they would do it on a teen drama, I always hated it. Like anytime One Tree Hill did it or got I was like, I don't care.
It just really depends on if it's actually meaningful to the story or not. And a lot of times I find
They're
maybe
just trying
not
to get
so much.
Steve in the show.
Right, if it's the full episode. Widow's Bay was very good.
It's really good.
But we watched the first episode and
Well, I feel like it might get to a point where Joe doesn't like it if he's really against scary stuff.
yeah, even after episode 1, he was like, no, I want to keep watching, but like, can we? Because it was late. And he was like, do we have time to like watch something else? So like, this isn't the.
It's like you
so
reach a
this isn't
cutoff point.
When you were younger, you had to throw on Disney Channel.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a certain point where it's like you got to watch something else before you go to bed. You can't have the scary thing be the last thing you watch before bed.
Oh, I feel that.
I've seen videos of people like in the theater watching Obsession, but they have on their phone like Mickey Mouse because they're like have to balance it out.
Well, that's insane. They're trying to go viral. But I have been thinking about Obsession so much that I didn't realize it was going to stick with me in the way that it did. But I like didn't sleep last night because I don't know if it was because I was scared or what, but my mind was racing, and anytime I tried to go to sleep, I did picture her in the corner of the room, and I was like, oh my God. I was like making fun of people for feeling that way, and now it's happening to me. Like in the middle of the night, I woke up and I was like, but what if Nikki is in the corner? Hey, but that means it's a good movie, though, if it sticks with you and you think about it.
Do you have any interest in watching Backrooms, the other
I
horror movie?
do. I'm very interested. The fact that the director is only 20 years old is insane. I mean, we have a rise of all these young directors, which is awesome. But he's only 20 years old. It's an A24 film. And right now, that's kind of leading the pack in the box office, right above Obsession.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a lot of people discuss both because they're both horror. Backrooms is an A24 film.
I always mess his name up. It's Chiwetel.
Yeah, I'm not. Are you dying to see it or?
I want to see it, but although I do see like the overwhelming consensus, what I've seen is that like it's really good, but not as good as Obsession.
Oh, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his face from Halsey's relationship?
Aven Jogia.
Yeah.
It looks very
Victorious.
like the premise looks really interesting. I heard the first half is like incredible, and then it almost.
Oh,
kind of
it's got
falls off a little bit.
fantastic cast.
It does. And when I saw the drama, this preview was playing Backrooms, and I was very interested when they played the preview.
This one I feel like might be scarier to me than Obsession, in just like the premise of it. Of like it seems more real. Of like these back rooms, especially like walking out of a mall. I feel like I'd be very scared. Like an empty mall.
That is the risk you take when you go to the movie theater near me when it's
20-year-old YouTuber
closed.
Kane Parsons. That's crazy. Good for him.
Yeah, it's really wild right now.
What's his name? Who you were just talking about? He made a video on Instagram. Mark Duplass. Yeah. Basically being like, because I guess a lot of people have been saying, oh, well, he didn't really direct it. He got all these producers and like they like helped him so much. And Mark Duplass posted like a full Instagram video being like, no, he directed it.
Wow.
Like,
That's crazy.
January 2022, Parsons began publishing the viral web series Backrooms to his YouTube channel based on the creepypasta of the same name. And then he adapted it. into his own movie.
Like, how do you get this opportunity as a, like, he must have been, when they were actually filming this, like 18, like 19, 18.
I've never heard the term creepypasta before.
Neither have I. Creepy pasta.
Yeah.
I'm never thinking about pasta in that light.
No. A horror-related legend which has been shared around the internet. The term creepypasta has since become a catch-all term for any horror content posted on to the internet. These entries are often brief user-generated paranormal stories that are intended to frighten readers. Huh. They can totally different ranges. But I guess that's what he was.
I like my pasta not creepy.
Yeah.
Creamy pasta, not creepy pasta. Yeah, I am interested just because
there's a lot of good movies.
There is a lot of good movies right now. Did you see
that
AMC said that May was their most visited in 7 years?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
There were a lot of good, and like there's still so many I want to see.
Obsession was supposed to have a digital release today, June 2nd. But I think they've postponed it now because so many people are going
to the theaters.
But today was supposed to be the digital release of it.
Right, makes sense.
And we still got like giant movies coming out, like The Odyssey,
Yeah, there's big ones.
Spider-Man.
That also reminded me that we had talked about Project Hail Mary last week, but then like didn't grade it for the weekly watch report, despite having already spoken about it. So there's not much I would have added besides it being like an A+ movie for me. So.
I have to finish it.
You still haven't finished it?
No, I have to finish it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah, so you couldn't even grade it.
I couldn't grade it.
Yeah,
that wasn't a slip up by me. I just haven't finished it.
Right, there you go.
But not for any reason besides, like, I do not think it's a bad movie. Once again, we talked about this. I'm interested in space.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to watch Interstellar at some point too.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Don't hold your breath for that
I'll
one.
watch Fast 5 before I watch Interstellar.
Yeah, also Love Island coming now is going to really hinder like a lot of watching.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm in a watching mode. I'm in a watching spree. I'm really trying to hit the numbers, you know? I'm trying to have some good discussion.
I know, but last night I honestly like threw on SportsCenter ran. Like I don't really usually do that, but I'm like I need to take a breath. Like I'm just like watching too many shows. I went to put on
too much.
Mad Men again. I'm like I need to take a
Yeah.
I would have watched some sports.
No, just like something mindless.
Right. That is true. Some mindless TV. I think that I was stuck in a phase of watching really mindless TV for a while. Then now I'm craving the opposite of it, where I want to be thinking, because I just feel like I was just stuck in like reality TV world for so long, especially with Summer House. Yeah. Now it comes back around with Love Island. But, you know, speaking of Summer House, we do have to talk about the Part 2 reunion, which had me feeling really unsettled. We'll get into it. We're going to talk about the Summer House Part 2 reunion. Anna Kendrick will be directing Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This comes after 2 prior directors have dropped out of the film. Mika Abdalla from Off Campus, who plays Allie, has ended her engagement with actor Jake Short, and now an old podcast clip is coming back up. Doesn't make him look too good. And we have now confirmed that Taylor Swift will be releasing a new song this Friday in tandem with Toy Story 5, which will come out June 19th. So this will come out before them. And we have voicemail, so let's get into it. Before we get into all the drama, we need to talk about the thing that is keeping everyone's lives organized right now. That is Microsoft 365 Copilot. What if you could add an AI assistant to your work without leaving your workflow? Built into Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook, Copilot works where you work, helping you do more in the apps you already use. In Word, Copilot helps turn scattered notes into a first draft. In Excel, it generates insights from your data. And in Outlook, it cuts through the noise to get you up to speed faster. The apps you know go further with Copilot. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work. All right, we have to start off with the Summer House Part 2 reunion. To me, I feel extremely unsettled after watching this. What fucking planet are Wes and Amanda on? Because it's not planet Earth. And I feel as though, one, I don't want to like throw anything out there that's for certain.
Yeah.
From my point of view, it looks like Amanda may have taken a Zanny.
Yeah, I think you could absolutely say that. I'm surprised you said Zanny instead of just said
Lil Xan.
No, we don't know for sure, but it appears that she could have been taken a Xanax.
I have never said the word Xanny in my life. I just felt bad just throwing it out there, being like, she definitely took a Xanax, but I don't know why I feel bad because it's just, it just seems pretty apparent.
That sounds better than you being like, I think she popped a Xanny before she hit the stage.
I don't know why. I was like trying to be like too proper there.
No.
And ended up coming across like I'm sounding like a rapper.
No, she seems beyond
Can we cut
mellowed
this out?
out.
Can I redo that? Like
I thought it was funny.
I'm uncomfortable that I said Xanny. I've never said that in my life. I'm like tearing up.
I actually might veto the cut. I might veto the cut.
I'm so uncomfortable that I said that. Anyways, it looks like she maybe took a Xanax, a Klonopin, one of something.
Something to bring her down.
Something to a downer of some sort.
Yeah.
Something to mellow her out.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to take a nap.
Yeah. Right. Well, she left the stage and like no one went after her, and no one was like forcing her to come back.
And besides that, when they cut for lunch break, she looks like she's gonna cut up in a blanket and take a nap. I'm like, how could you be so comfortable to take a nap right now? And then on the other side of that, you have that fucking moron. I'm sorry. Is anything going through his brain? Is anything going through his brain?
What's shocking is I think there is, and I think he thinks he is being strategic by not talking.
Well, he looks like an imbecile.
I agree, but I do think like in his mind, instead of trying to like fight back, he thinks that he's gonna look like the better person to just eat it and not fight back to anybody. And it's just not really working. Because on the other side, you have Amanda who is getting a little sassy pants with people, and then that's not really working either. So in his mind, he's like, I can't do that. I can't speak. I'll just sit in silence.
I could not have been more frustrated watching them at the end of this. I think a lot of the juice, the meat took place at the end.
Yeah.
Of this episode.
Yeah.
He's like he's so fucking delusional. He's so delusional. He's sitting there. He's like, I think it's gonna get better after this. What do you mean? Where are you? Are we watching the same reunion that you are actively sitting on the couch a part of? Because what do you mean you think it's gonna get better? I actually don't think it's gonna get better.
I don't think anybody's really sat them down to be like, here's.
I don't think they know what's going on. I don't think. I actually do not think they are registering whatsoever how they have hurt people. I think they've registered none of it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better to not know like them or to know and just not care?
I mean, let me just listen. No, to know and to not care is like a different form of I don't even know what to say. It must feel like a carousel ride in their minds.
They're really confused.
And also just like, wee! Like, that's what I think is going on in Wes's head. He's like, who cares? Like, yay, I'm just gonna sleep with a bunch of girls and like, everyone's gonna accuse me of it, and then I'm just gonna sit here like, duh, I don't know what to say. And then he kept doing this thing with his teeth the whole time. What was that about? He's like,
I don't think I noticed.
He's like this the whole time.
Oh. I think
Did you notice that? He was like,
I don't think I did.
It was like a snort, but maybe he was holding himself back kind of like this.
Yeah, maybe he was really trying to not.
I don't know what's going on. It's like, just speak. And the only time he does speak is when he goes at Kyle, because that's what he, makes him look like, oh, I'm going to look like a good guy, West. Yeah. Was Kyle a fucking douchebag? Yes. Kyle cheating on Amanda? Bad.
Yeah.
Kyle and Amanda, actually, it's horrible. It's disgusting. Kyle and Amanda not having sex for 4 years or whatever the fuck how long it was.
Yeah.
Amanda
sounded like their entire marriage.
Amanda said 4. Kyle said forever. What made you stay? What made you stay? How do you even possibly go for... No, it's driving me insane. Because how do you even possibly go for months on end?
Yeah.
At no point you have a conversation. What's happening here? You go years? I thought this was a joke. I thought I'm sorry, I'm turning red. I'm sorry. I need to calm down. I need to catch myself. It's the most shocking. I'm floored because when I first heard this, I thought it was hyperbole.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
That's correct use. Correct use.
Like, he was just throwing a number out there.
Yeah.
And really, I thought, okay, they haven't had sex in like months. And which is bad. That's very bad. Depends on your relationship, but intimacy is a very important thing. To go that long, you would think, okay, you have a conversation and you talk about what's up, right? I thought Kyle's like, it's been months, but he said 7 years, because months would feel like 7 years to me in a relationship, to go that long in your marriage without having any intimacy. That's insane. It's insane. The fact that the two of them stayed together for years not having sex is there's something wrong with the both of them. Neither of them wanted to leave. Like, I don't understand. Sorry.
I will say it is shocking.
I'm gonna catch my breath.
It is shocking. However, it does not affect me at the level that it affects you, because I think that they're not basing their relationship on what normal people base their relationship on. Like, I think that they built this idea of the two of them on reality TV, and like in their mind they're a unit, like a public figures that normal relationship issues, like, they have to power through because they're public figures and they can't like break up because of that.
But the thing is, their communication was so poor
that
I thought that there must have been something else holding these two together. Like, damn, our communication sucks, but goddamn, our sex life is fantastic,
No.
and our intimacy is off the charts.
No, I think
not
the only
only
thing,
was their communication
was public dismay of them breaking up. I think that was it. I think they were so stubborn of not being like a Bravo failed marriage that they dug their heels in.
Not only did they not speak to each other, they didn't fuck each other either. Like, there was no part of it.
No. And to be honest, I have a feeling that once it was proved that Kyle was unfaithful to Amanda, like, whatever time it was, because it happened before the marriage, it seems to have happened after.
Why did she marry him?
Then I'm sure she lost all attraction to him, and that's it. But I mean, why she marry him? We can see it. It's what Sierra's saying. She's incredibly
I'm stressed
insecure.
out about this. Because, listen, like, there are some people out there that I'm sure, like, are not, maybe, like, sex isn't everything. And sex is not everything in a relationship. That is completely fine. But I would say that couples have other things that they love.
No, they had nothing
about their They had
no, they had nothing. No, nothing. The only thing that
they had nothing in common. They had no hobbies. They couldn't talk to each other. They weren't attracted to each other.
Yep.
They didn't even have a fucking family unit. Amanda's parents hated Kyle.
Yep.
Amanda never even went to any holidays with him. They didn't do anything together. They didn't do any. They didn't like going out together. They didn't like watching the same TV shows together. One is messy. One is clean. They have nothing. The fact that these two were even together in the first place should have never even happened.
Half of it was probably just because of the show.
Right,
it was
which is
good
what you were
drama
saying.
It was good drama every season.
I'm literally, my ears are turning red. I don't understand
in order for them to keep a storyline going, it was like good TV that they were always fighting. And I think that they probably had those conversations of like, this is our relationship, or in the back of their minds without saying it, because it seems like they really didn't talk much. And Kyle saying that, having to come and sit in a reunion was like therapy for them in their real life relationship. It's your mind is so warped. You've been on the show for so long. You've lost all sense of self outside of your worth on the show, and their worth on the show is tied to each other.
Yeah, what a sad, sad, sad way to live your life in such a lie.
For sure.
It is an incredibly sad thing to live your life for reality TV in such a lie like that. Because also, on top of that, okay, Kyle, he was trying to defend his inappropriate actions during the marriage because his needs weren't being met. That is also a cop-out.
Yeah,
if
I hate
your
that.
needs
I hate that.
I hate that cop-out.
Hate that.
If your needs...
I cheated because my wife doesn't pay attention to me.
Yeah, I cheated because my wife won't fuck me.
Yeah.
Then leave your wife.
Yeah.
Leave your wife before you cheat on her.
Yep.
Kyle, why did you not leave?
Yeah.
What was holding you to this relationship if your needs were not being met so very clearly?
Right.
What was holding you there?
I don't know if it was like some kind of fucking behind the scenes money thing, or like what was going on.
I don't know. I'm building myself up so much right now. I need a nice pack.
Yeah, I was going to say your ears are going to turn red.
I need a nice pack.
You're going to need a nice pack for your ears.
Because it just hit me, like, as I'm talking about this, how absurd this really is. Like,
years without sex.
All of it. Because going years, your entire relationship without having sex for no other reason besides you're not attracted, and there's no attraction there. And for Kyle to use the excuse of, oh, my needs weren't being met, and that's bullshit. That's a bullshit excuse. You're a fucking coward then. Stand up and leave your wife, who you don't even want to be with. She doesn't even want to be with you. And then Amanda can't even speak for herself. She has to leave the stage. Yep. Now she looks like the victim in this whole thing. Everyone's
Kyle
catering
is trying
to
to frame her as a victim big time too with all the West stuff. Like when Kyle was having that little couch powwow, and he's like, this is what Wes does, like blah 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 blah. It's really definitely trying to say that like Wes is taking advantage of Amanda in a vulnerable state. That's what it felt like.
But the thing is, Amanda can't even answer for any of her own actions. But and Sierra's like, wait, why is she getting such a long break? And I'm with Sierra.
Yeah.
Why is Amanda getting such a long break? And Lindsay even said, I have sat here reunion after reunion after reunion and answered for all of my things, and I have sat here. And why does Amanda get this long of a break? And then West, I don't want to get up, and then you can say that we both left and
But that was the insight that I needed to know that his brain was fucking working overtime, but he was saying no words. And because if he's saying no words, but he's thinking, he's trying to think 10 steps ahead, which is gonna fail. Like that's why he's mute. Is because he's like, well, if I say this, then they're gonna say this, then I'll say that, then they're gonna say that, and then it's gonna turn into this. And so it's better off if I just say nothing. And which is why it's like, if I get up and leave, they're all gonna start talking shit about me, and I'm not gonna be here to answer it, and then they're gonna talk shit about us two leaving together and all these things. So I'm just gonna sit here and say nothing.
Right, exactly. He's overthinking of how he's gonna be perceived, rather than just answering in the moment.
Dara read him to filth. Dara clocked him so hard. Everything she was saying, I was like, wow. She is so right.
She was so right because, oh my God, like we just forget that she also had an entanglement with West.
She's like, it's just the Wes Wilson show. Like, I've seen it. Like, it's just the way that he operates. And he cares so much about being like a well-liked or well-perceived that's top priority for him. And he'll never put these women first.
Mm-hmm. It's really very, very apparent. And then, of course, we had to touch on other things because it can't just be all about Amanda and West, although, we want all the answers, but there is going to be a part 3. But KJ did bring up the race conversation that they ended up having at dinner between Ciara and West, and KJ and Mia bringing their feelings into it and what it's like to be a Black cast member on the show. And Ciara talked about what it's like to have interracial relationships and friendships, and having those conversations and having those political conversations are important to them. Yeah. And KJ expressed, his view on it, having sisters and watching what Ciara was going through with West and trying to see if West, picked up anything from having that conversation.
Yeah, and it was really interesting to me too that I felt KJ was so vulnerable, and for that not to really make an impact on West's behavior. I just think of like, I don't know. It's impossible to put myself in West's shoes, obviously, for a plethora of reasons.
Thank God.
But for a plethora of reasons. But, KJ's sharing with him on the stage about how his relationship with his dad was never in a good place because his dad was a liar, sounded like a womanizer, and how it affected his mom and the women in his life. And, the constant lying and all these things. And it's like, I don't know how that doesn't make you look in the mirror and think like how my decisions are affecting other people, because you're seeing how much that has affected KJ in his life and how he lives his life, that he was around that and saw that sort of mentality and actions from his father that trickled down. And, he doesn't want to be that way in his life. But hearing that, I don't know how it's not a slap in the face to like wake up.
Right.
You're like, look at your actions and see how you're treating these women, and clearly talking to multiple women at the same time. The whole reason Amanda got up in the first place was because she was trying to say like, yeah, I knew I was going to have to talk to Ciara about like having feelings for West or dating West while he's still dating other women. And the rest of them are like, do you hear yourself like on how like embarrassing that is?
Yeah, Mia was like, then like that is embarrassing. She said that is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because Amanda said, I'm embarrassed that I kissed him and had feelings for him when he's with somebody else. And like, yes, that is an embarrassing thing.
Because not once has Wes said, I have stopped talking to other women.
Yeah, no.
Like he's not on that stage being like, I no longer am speaking to any other women. I am committed to Amanda.
Right.
That does not come out of his mouth.
No, certainly not yet. And KJ, like you said, he brings up the point about his dad and watching him be a womanizer. And something I noticed about West is that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like I ever hear him actually say the words, I'm sorry. It's more like I hear you, or I want to
acknowledging.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Which like sometimes you just want to hear the words, I am so,
Yeah.
you know what? I am so sorry.
Well,
in like a sincere way.
No, definitely.
You know what
but
I mean?
I think saying I apologize does
but
equate.
It does, but there's just something about
There's
like
more power in sorry.
Yeah, it's just like I am like
So sorry.
Like I am just so sorry. And because you can hear the sincerity in somebody's voice when they say that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just don't hear it from him when
Yeah.
he's saying mumbo jumbo. The two of them, the mumbo jumbo salad they got going on back and forth with a little dressing mixed in, Amanda and Wes. It's like no one can understand what the two of them are fucking saying.
I know.
I know that in the beginning of before the reunion started, that we got a trailer where Andy does ask Wes and Amanda if they love or if they're in love. I think that will come in part 3.
Yeah,
because
that
we
has
didn't
to be
get it
part
here.
3.
And then on top of that, the ending here.
Right, I'm sure maybe in the trailer, maybe they included the trailer for part 3 too, because we got the screener, so we don't get to see the next
trailer,
week.
next week's trailer.
Nair is the award-winning #1 hair removal brand. You can discover all their great scents. They have sensational fragrances, and you can feel that silky smooth skin for days longer than shaving. We're headed into the summer, and shaving can be so annoying. It's such a pain to have to remember. But with Nair, you don't have to worry about that. You can shave less and glow more. You get smooth skin in as little as 3 minutes. So it's fast, it's efficient, it's easy to use, no nicks, cuts, or bumps. Like I said, you don't have to worry about having the razor, the shaving cream, all these things that you need. Nair has you covered. It's blade-free hair removal for all skin types, and it is dermatologist tested. So get ready for all that pool time this summer. Pool, beach, whatever it is. If you're worried about hair removal, you can try Nair. Get ready for pool time and shave less. Glow more. Find Nair at all major retailers.
We did see Ciara FaceTime Miha,
Yes.
which is West's alleged ex-girlfriend who they were exclusive since February 2025. She sort of spoke, Ciara, FaceTime her in the dressing room. And she sort of spoke about how like her relationship with West was just like disposable. Like this is it. Like he's just...
It's just really a shining a light on the manipulation, because Miha was talking about, being in his apartment, doing all these things. He was filming in the summer. She would be in New York, like staying there. All these things, these back and forth. And the most like roll your eyes toxic man thing you can hear on reality TV is when these lovely ladies that are dating them, and if they're not on reality TV, these guys are saying to them, I just want to protect you from all this. I don't want you, I don't want you to. And that's really what she was saying. He was afraid if this is a public thing, people may compare you to Ciara, or it turns into a whole different battle. I just want to protect that, not have that out there. So it's like, yeah, while yes, in the privacy of my apartment we are together, but to the outside world, no, but that's for your own good. That's for your own protection.
Right. Acting like he's the savior here and doing the good thing and being a noble
like,
guy.
I'm taking care of you by not putting it out there.
Yeah.
When really it would be a disaster, because if she is saying that she is, in his apartment while he's going to film in the Hamptons, all these things, the way he was moving in the Hamptons and like trying to better his relationship with Ciara, trying to get to a better place of being friends, all these things. Meanwhile, he's got a full-blown girl in the city. Like, it's just
and then to be like,
crazy.
I'm gonna get fired if I have a girlfriend. Like, I'm gonna get fired. Like, God, it's so
right, like thinking
obvious
that he
what
needs
his
to
motives
like
are.
be in order to like stay on TV, he has to keep up this single guy vibe because girls are gonna like him more if he's single and not in a relationship. But also he knows he can't commit. So it's like, because it's like girls would like him if he was in a committed relationship. People love people love relationships and supporting couples and all those things. But it's like it seems incapable of doing that.
He does. And then you see Amanda say she feels stupid for trusting him. She should.
They're making me feel stupid for trusting you.
Yeah, well, you should.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
And by the way, he didn't exactly come back with a great, like, he wasn't like, oh my God, like don't worry.
No, baby, it's me and you.
Like,
at least Tom Sandoval put on the fucking act that he loved Raquel.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. At least Tom Sandoval was like, baby, it's me and you and our shrooms.
Right, like they thought they were taking those lightning bolts and running away together.
Yeah, right. And you know what? It lasted a month, but hey, he was in it. Wes can't even fake that.
And Wes is like, we're going to go back out there. And he was like, just maybe try and not be so like snippy.
Yeah, he's like, don't be snippy.
So I'm like, so not only is he not giving Amanda any reassurance in this moment, he is telling Amanda to tone it down when they're back out on stage because he knows her being snippy is not going to be good because it's not going to be received well by the public. Right. He doesn't care about the people on the couches. He's like, you're going to come across to the public snippy.
And by the way, a guy who you're seeing is calling you snippy.
Ugh.
Like that.
No, I know.
My husband wouldn't even tell me I'm snippy.
He'd
word in a way better, way better than that. You're being fresh.
It's really right.
I'm kidding, but no, like
Amanda, you're being
a little bit. Amanda, you're being a little fresh right now. No, but you know what I'm kidding.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying though. Like to be like. You're being don't be so snippy.
Yes.
Why don't you word it in a little bit of a different way for her? Like, hey, I don't think we should be coming back with some strong defenses here. Like maybe we just need to own it.
We just got to eat it.
We just got to eat it and own it and own up to our mistakes. Not, hey, let's not be so snippy.
But also their way of doing it is not working either because you do have to. Like, if you're going to show up to a reunion, you need explanations for your actions. You have to be able to explain yourself. Sitting there and just saying, we own what we did, we're sorry, like, we apologize, we acknowledge that we hurt people and we lied. That's not going to cut it. Like, that's just not going to cut it on a reunion stage because everyone's going to be like, well, we need more. Like, why?
I wanted more answers on this episode.
The problem is like, we're not really going to get it because they're just not giving anything. So that's kind of where we're at. The one thing that I will perhaps agree in the tiny bit with Amanda is like now the rest of the couch kind of coming for her that she's going out and staying out all night and like loves to party, but she never loved to party before. She wanted to live in the suburbs and all these things. I don't think that is maybe a fair assessment because in my mind, it's like that was when she was with Kyle. When she was with Kyle, she wanted that life. She wanted to maybe, she wanted Kyle to stop drinking as much, stop going out as much, move to the suburbs, like have this quieter life that maybe she thought she wanted. But I think that's just because she wanted Kyle out of that life. Not necessarily like I'm dying to take myself out of this world, but like if my relationship's going to work, I need Kyle out of it. And everyone was getting mad at her for saying like, I didn't like going out with Kyle. And I'm like, I don't necessarily blame her for that because Kyle's way of going out and drinking and behaving around other people, she really didn't like it and it really rubbed her the wrong way. And it's like, yeah, she may like going out or having fun without Kyle. And like, that doesn't mean she doesn't like going out ever and like can't go out ever again. Yeah. Because when she was with Kyle, she said she didn't like going out.
Listen, that's a totally fair point. I think that the way that she's answering is just
toot is terrible.
It's just such a poor way of explaining because it is absolutely possible.
She's not explaining herself well at all.
It is absolutely possible to not like going out with specific people, which then makes you feel like you don't want to go out anymore. And then going out with different people and being like, oh, actually going out can be fun in this way. Yeah. I totally get what she's saying with that. Yeah. And it is very, very possible. You know what I mean? So that part I do understand. It's the way that she could explain it better. She could be like, hey, when Kyle goes out and gets really drunk, he's inattentive. He wants to go all night long. He he does these things. When I go out with West, if she wants to defend that, he doesn't do, like, I don't know. You can explain it more, but I feel like she's, and not that I think anyone would be welcoming to that answer, but I do think it would hold more of an explanation.
If you remove the West situation of it all, I think people would obviously understand that way more if she would just be turned into some sort of social butterfly.
But it's so possible to not like to go out with certain people and then like to go out with other people.
And I think, like, even just from Kyle's side too, it's crazy for Kyle to be like, well, I was going out and doing all these things because she wouldn't come out with me. And it's like, well, that's your wife. And she may not want to go out all the time. And on the nights where she's like, hey, honey, can we stay in? That's actually your job to be like, no worries, I'll stay home with you. Like,
the two of them just clearly weren't compatible whatsoever.
Yeah,
like, it's just actually pretty shocking that they even
legitimately loathed each other.
No, they did. It's actually pretty shocking they even went past like the hookup stage. Yeah. Like the fact that she even became a girlfriend and then they got married. Like, any of it is totally shocking because they were 0.0. I think if they took a compatibility test, it would be a 0%.
Yeah.
It's not even a question. They couldn't be less compatible. I don't even know where it comes into. I think that Kyle has love for Amanda. I do not think Amanda has love for Kyle, like, whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why I'm saying Kyle, because Kyle, like, tears up about Amanda. So I'm like, he must have some sort of love for her in some capacity, but it's not an in-love way.
No.
At all.
No.
I said that last week, too. But
no, it's like, and this is going to sound creepy, but it's like more... Sibling.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's my sister.
Yeah. Like, it's like they weren't having sex for years. So it's like they roommates.
They were literally roommates.
It's like where he like felt like.
How can you be living in the same home having that much tension built up about you guys not having any sex?
If their apartment is looked like it did in the city, there was nowhere for them to have sex.
I was going to say there's no room for them to have. They got to have sex on the piles in the shower? Yeah. Where would they even do it? I don't know. I'm just so confused how you don't even have. I know that, like, it's maybe inappropriate for me to be asking these questions, but I want to know how many questions they had about their lack of intimacy. Now they're on reality TV talking about it, and I kind of want to know a little bit more now, being a little bit nosy. Like, did you guys discuss the lack of? When did it hit you both that, oh, we haven't had sex?
Yeah, and it's interesting that it's really not brought up on the show that much. Like, yes, Kyle did kind of allude to them not having sex in a long time.
I thought it was a joke.
But it wasn't like years.
I didn't think it was years. I thought it would like been like a little bit.
Yeah.
Which still would have been shocking, but not in the phase that they were. It would have been shocking in the phase that they were at.
Yeah.
And, people go through life moments and those, intimacy could be less than or more depending on, but to go years and years.
Or maybe it was like once in a blue moon and they like don't really count it. It's like, oh, well, we've had sex twice this entire year. So like, is it even anything? You caught me on one good day out of 365 where you're like, but in the grand scheme of things, you're like, we haven't had sex in 4 years.
I'm starting to believe it like legitimately, like they legitimately.
No, I actually think they haven't.
Like I really don't think
crazy,
that they did.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Because also they're both very much like, we haven't.
I just think it's a totally different situation than like somebody, because we know that Amanda has dealt with depression, right? And I think people can point to that and be like, well, Amanda was going through something. But like for this to go on for years is just so mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything like this ever. Like,
we couldn't tell.
Have you? Have you heard something like this?
No. Not like a married couple staying together for years and years and haven't had sex at all.
Like that's pretty insane.
It was crazy.
Not pretty insane. It's very insane.
It was crazy when Carl and Lindsay were engaged and Lindsay was like, we haven't had sex in like months.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Like, it was like, wow, you got to end the engagement.
We were like, sounds like maybe you guys shouldn't be getting married.
Right, you can't be getting married in that state.
Yeah. By the way, it seems like Carl and Lindsay are in a really great place. Just going to throw that in there.
They do
for them.
I'm very happy for them, but
no, they got to stay friends.
I really hope they stay friends, and I think they want these two crazy kids to give it another swing.
I really think that they know that their romantic relationship is at an end, and I think they're trying to build back their friendship. Looked like Lindsay's going on Carl's podcast. I think they know that the romantic side of this cannot continue.
Man, all right, I'm out of breath. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get part 3 next week, and we'll wrap up this whole thing, because I'm not sure how much more I can do of these people. Because I got to be honest, I felt completely unsettled at the end of this.
Yeah, you were texting me.
Because Amanda and Wes
texted me. I'm nauseous.
I'm not gonna lie, because Amanda and Wes really freaked me out.
Yeah.
The way that they were acting in the dressing room at the end really freaked me out.
Well, you know what it also
Wes,
is.
like, being like,
we're talkers. Like, we're talkers.
Yeah, that's true.
We can't shut up. When we have a feeling, it's like we gotta get the feeling out.
Right.
It's a hard time watching two people that are supposed to be together like not talk, and you're like say something.
No, I think that's why I'm so uncomfortable with it, because everybody knows what I'm feeling like 24 hours a day.
You can't hold it in.
I can't. I just certainly can't.
You're like, holy fuck, someone say
like,
something. I can't watch this anymore.
They're freaking me out, like the way that they're sitting in the dressing room, and it actually freaks me out how delusional West is. Like, I think that's where I am most freaked out, is that I think Amanda is an incredibly insecure person, and that is very, very sad. It's deeply sad, like Ciara said, like, and you can tell how deep that cut her, because for that to be the moment where she cries, you can tell that that's how she feels about herself.
Yeah.
Which is just very, very sad for someone to feel that way and to, act on certain actions because they feel that way. And for her to end up in this mess because of that is very sad. I'm not saying she's a victim, because these are her own actions.
Yeah.
Wes is just straight up freaky delusional. And I can't wrap my head around the guy. I can't do it.
Yep.
And then Kyle's like, I've heard that you are not who you say you are. And Wes is like, what does that even mean? They've been telling you for the past 5 hours that you've been sitting on that couch what they mean.
Yeah.
And it's not clocking to you.
It's not
clocking to you what they mean.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna get better though after this. Like, just don't be so snippy. And I think it's just gonna get better when we get back on stage.
No.
All right. I apologize for getting super worked up, everybody.
Super valid.
All right. As long as it's valid. I'm actually feeling like maybe
No, I think you needed to get that out.
Because you know what? I just find
you really needed to get
because I just find it so insane.
You feel a little lighter?
I feel a little lighter, and I know I repeat things because sometimes I just feel like it doesn't hammer home enough. And sometimes we see it, like reading comprehension, listener comprehension. You feel like people don't hear you the first time, so you say it again, you say it again, you say it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it one more time. Wes is a delusional freak.
Yeah. You can leave it
Can
at
I make
that.
that the quote card
You can leave it at that.
for the new episode?
Yeah, you can make that the quote card. He is a delusional freak. Yeah. Freaky Westy. Obsession. Those are for the ones who watch Obsession. Yeah, I don't even know how to move on from this. I'm sorry. I feel completely unsettled after this reunion.
No, it's so fine.
I want part 3 now, and I want it now. And you know what? How do you feel Andy's doing?
Andy Cohen?
Yeah, how do you feel like he's doing? Let's talk about his role in this.
Good, but there is I think we'll get more. I can't pass judgment until I watch part 3.
Fair.
Because right now I feel perhaps not grilling them enough. But I think that's part 3. Because I think that's part 3 when they're gonna really maybe get into a little bit more nitty gritty of them explaining their relationship.
Yeah. I do feel like he's doing a good job of letting them all talk a lot. Like, we haven't really heard him much.
Yeah.
But there are some questions I would like answered. He did ask the question that was a hot button topic about the monetization
Right.
of
Lindsay
the scandal.
and Carl doing the commercial.
And Ciara was like, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And Amanda was the one who had a problem with it.
Man, it was like, I wouldn't have done that to you. It's like, okay, well.
And Ciara was like, we don't know where your bar is.
Yeah, seriously.
We're not really sure where your
where's the moral
grounds.
yeah, right, seriously. Like what's your rule book looking like?
Right.
Because you wouldn't do that. But you'll
fuck one of your best friend's exes?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
At least get that money, sis. Like, I don't know.
No. And by the way, I think, right. And I think Lindsay and Carl were both very conscious of how they were going to affect Ciara and Kyle when they were doing that, and Amanda and Wes, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, actually,
which is totally fair.
Fair.
And honestly, I'm like, Lindsay, stand on business. And she's like, I honestly don't care. I've been doing this for a long time, and I deserve to make money off of your bullshit. And that's really what she was saying. Like, I deserve to profit off your bullshit if you're gonna do this to me.
Yeah. And Lindsay was like, I've been here for 10 years. Amanda was like, I've been here the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
No,
it's really
also
not the
just
same thing.
Those are the comments that are not gonna win you anybody back.
No, she's real. As her boyfriend said, snippy.
And
imagine your boyfriend calling you snippy backstage at the reunion.
No, it's me.
That's crazy.
Maybe just stop being snippy.
Baby, Stop being so snippy.
Stop being snippy.
I can't. Guys, that is, come on. That's crazy.
No, snippy, yeah.
Her boyfriend calling her snippy backstage.
It's also like, which also
while
means
her husband's trying to defend her.
Yeah, it also means Wes's brain was going on the stage every time she answered him, being like, "Oh, she's being snippy."
Yeah. Oh, she's being such a fucking bitch right now.
He's thinking, "God, this is gonna look bad for me. This is gonna look bad for me. She's being snippy." And I final thought is and I know we mentioned this too, but I did love that we got the context from Miha of like her timeline and how she thought their relationship was. Because I believe her wholeheartedly.
I do too. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Delusional.
Absolutely.
Fucking freak. All right.
Yep.
Moving on. I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about anything else. I did this before. I looked down at my notes. I said, moving on.
And then we talked for like 10 more minutes.
And then I talked 10 more minutes because I said, oh my God, did I go too far?
Yeah.
And I don't believe I did, as long as you guys don't believe I did.
No.
I filmed you during it when you were just coming off, and because I zoomed in on Olive's face because I was just like, it's impressive that Olive was just dead asleep.
Well, there was
time.
a couple high-pitched moments that her ears did perk up. Like Olive was like, what was that?
Well, she's interested in what's going on.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I'm like Amanda. I need a nap after that.
You need a Papa Zanny? Or?
Yeah, I need a Papa Zanny. Let's not forget this whole thing started with me saying she took a Zanny. God damn. All right.
This episode is brought to you by Noble, Barstool's favorite footwear brand. Noble is a brand known for their best-in-class footwear, and they're everywhere right now. I am seeing them all over the streets in New York, in the airport, traveling, on the go. There are so many cute styles and colors, and they can look good casual, sporty, or dressed up. We have been loving their daily runner, the Journey 2. This is Noble's daily running shoe with an emphasis on comfort, support, and dependability. It's a great shoe. Soft where you want, structured where you need. So you can take it outside. You can run, walk. The Journey 2s are made to move your way. If you're like me, not much of a runner, but I will walk. I take Olive. We go out for these long walks, especially when we have this beautiful weather. So what's nice is to strap on the Journey 2s. They are so comfortable, and I feel like I can walk miles in them. Exclusively for Chicks in the Office listeners, Noble is offering 35% off your first order. Visit nobleproject.com and use code CHICKS for 35% off your first order. That's www.nobleproject.com and use code CHICKS for 35% off.
Moving on to something way less interesting. You know what? Let's stick to drama while we're here.
Yeah.
Mika Abdalla, who plays Allie in Off Campus, her engagement has ended with Jake Short. This came from an Us Weekly exclusive, which to me screamed Mika's team was like, we got to get this out here.
No, they put the statement out directly.
They did to Us Weekly. They were like,
they're not together anymore.
We want everyone to know.
Why?
Yeah, we want everyone to know that engagement has ended.
Engagement is over.
She's single. They're not together.
Yeah.
So this then prompts people to pull up an old podcast clip where Mika and Jake were on Bradley Stephen Perry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bradley Stephen Perry.
Yeah.
Good luck, Charlie.
Yep.
And his wife, who is Candace Cameron Bure's daughter.
Yes, Natasha.
And I guess they're talking about their relationships. And Bradley says to Jake, like, say 2 words to describe Mika.
Yeah.
And Jake says, some bitch.
Yeah.
And
incredibly awkward
and
clip.
Bradley and Natasha are like,
right.
What? And
like they didn't laugh the way they.
No,
maybe he.
It was
thought.
kind of like in the drama where she reveals the secret, thinking they were all gonna laugh, and it's just like really uncomfortable.
No one laughs, and then
no one laughed.
Then he's like, "Yo, give me some," and then like daps her up, and then she goes to dap. Well, she's like, so he tells her he's the best person you ever met, and I get some bitch, and he's like, yeah, give me some. And then they dap each other up, and we should have known then.
Yeah.
We should have known then.
And like,
he's like, you snippy bitch.
Really trying
the Wes Wilson special.
Trying to give these people some benefit of the doubt. It's like, I don't know. This is a 30-second clip taken out of context. Maybe this is an ongoing inside joke.
She didn't
but the
seem
way
she was
none of them were pleased. None of them were pleased.
If it's an inside joke, she's on the outside of it.
Yeah, that made me think like just he tried to make some sort of joke and it really didn't land.
Next time somebody asks me how I feel about you when we're not together, yeah, some bitch.
Some bitch.
But I thought that when I watched the clip that she was saying that like he had been calling her or he used to call her that.
It
She's
did.
like, yeah, he used
it
to
made
call.
It sound like he did it before.
Like he used to, I thought when I watched it, she was like, when we first.
No, you're not wrong.
When we first started dating, he would call me some bitch.
Yeah.
To like his friends or other people.
I did also see that. It looked really, really weird. Really, really. Like, but even then it's like, oh, is that what your foundation is?
Right, started with some bitch.
Started with, oh, we joked about how he called him some bitch. I'm gonna see if I can find this clip.
That's true love, isn't it, folks? Not fucking for 7 years. Some bitch. Modern love stories.
How would you describe Mika?
He would describe me.
Oh yeah, you can take it away. I was actually asking.
I have 2 words. Yeah.
A lot of farts.
No, that's.
Can we pause there for a second?
A lot of farts.
She exposed herself for having a lot of farts in the midst of all of this.
She did.
She exposed herself for being a gassy gal in the middle of all of this. But continue.
Oh, let's go play it from the beginning.
He would describe me.
Oh yeah, you can take it away. I was actually
so
asking.
cute.
I
You guys are
have
gonna
2
love it.
words. Yeah.
A lot of farts.
No, that's pretty
Fat.
funny though. Be like, some bitch.
Oh my god.
So
anyway,
she's the best person he knows. The best person he's ever met, and I'm some bitch.
Dap me up.
Dap me up.
We're locked in over here.
nice. So anyway, what you got?
I think that was his answer.
How would you describe me?
Oh,
Oh,
Natasha.
My eternity partner.
okay. Yeah, Jake and some bitch. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here.
Who's happy to be here week in, week out?
yeah. My gosh.
Anyway, hey, thank you for watching the sit. And
That's
Chats.
it.
That's how they end the
I mean,
podcast.
That's it. You ever
Yeah.
like this reminds me of like, have you ever been around a couple before where you're like, you leave, you get in the car, and you're like, oh my God, like what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Like that Bradley and Natasha left that podcast studio being like, oh my God, Mika has to leave him. Like
For sure. If I got anything from that very short clip, and really that's the only exposure to Jake Short that I've had in my life.
Besides Ant Farm?
I never watched Ant Farm.
Also,
So
it's
I
not.
had no exposure to this man ever in my life. I knew for like I watched that and I said, yeah, her career's blowing up. He's getting insecure. They broke up.
That
Like
right. You
1,000,000%.
you don't even need to know behind the scenes to
Yeah.
know
To be like, I'm gonna make that judgment
just
call.
from that clip.
Just from that clip. Now, the rep, her rep, this is exactly what they said to Us Weekly. Due to recent interests in Mika's personal life, it would feel remiss to not address that her and Jake are no longer together. They continue to support each other and remain on friendly terms and kindly ask for privacy and respect.
Mika's
That's
team is like the DMs are open.
Yeah, Mika seems like, I know everyone's wondering like what her relationship status is. Single.
Oh yeah, hey, welcome in.
And thank God, because
Thank God, because I mean, ew,
Yeah.
just ew. And
No.
by the way, they couldn't be more uncomfortable.
no.
It's also like
Natasha's face that whole time. She's just like, ugh.
It's what
I
he
would
said,
have the same reaction. I would
but
be
it's
like,
how he said it too.
It's how he said it.
Because you could maybe pull it off in like some type of funny way, and then like save yourself. But he like said it in like a disgusted way.
no, not
No,
there's
like not even.
No,
to
there's
be,
no
to
way
be
to
quite
say it,
honest, there's
but
no saving.
There would have been
sorry.
a less harsh way to say
I
it.
hate jokes like that. Like anything that like puts your significant other or just like lessens
Yeah.
them like that is
Unless-
so gross to me.
Unless they have some like in-depth backstory of their relationship, of how they went from one of my favorite tropes, enemies to lovers, where they like hated each other and they used to call like he's like, I used to
Yeah, and
think
I
she
used
was a
to
bitch.
call him ugly
and then
dick.
she was like, I thought he was such a dick. And then you know, one day magic happened
Right.
and they realized that they liked each other. Okay.
but they didn't give us any of that.
No, because
Also,
that's
didn't
made up.
happen.
I
They
made that
gave
up.
him a chance to say. They were like, "Wait, so what's your answer?" And they're like, "I think that's his answer." He could have been like, "No," and then said something nice.
Yeah, he'd be like, he could have been like, no,
Yeah.
that's what I used to say about her, but still, whatever. But that still would be odd. So I used to call her, but now I call her the love of my life.
No, I'm
She's
gonna
the
lock
be-
that answer in.
Yeah, no, Steve.
To be honest,
I'm gonna lock in some bitch.
I gotta go back. I think I need to watch this entire episode. Like, I think I need to go back and watch this
You know
entire
what? You know what
podcast episode.
It's like
because I need more context on this guy.
We do, because remember when Nicola Peltz and Brooklyn Beckham were doing all those interviews on YouTube?
Yeah,
And you'd watch and you'd be like, what's going on here?
for sure.
You know?
Totally.
We need a little background to Mika and Jake.
Another big celebrity breakup is like, what happened with Selena Gomez and those two?
To Nicola and Brooklyn, yes.
Like,
What happened with Kelly Teller?
What
Taylor
happened with
Swift,
Kelly and Taylor?
and what
Kelly and Taylor?
Kelly
and Taylor. And what happened to Selena Gomez? That she was basically the third person in their relationship and they were gone. Was it a Benny thing? Like, it's like she got with Benny and then it was like, I don't need you two anymore?
She like ditched them because she found love.
Yeah.
But it didn't even seem like they were at her wedding. So
No,
you would think that they were.
But they have.
But my
more of a
God, these
history of
celebrity
leaving people.
these celebrity friendships just burn bright and then they're gone. It's like they do everything together.
They hook
and
us
then
in.
all of a sudden it's gone. They're gone, no longer friends. Which really is what it seems, because they were alluding to Kelly and Miles Teller not being invited to Taylor and Travis's wedding. It's like, what happened that now you're off the invite list?
Right, you guys were giving each other gifts. And
The most extravagant, expensive gifts to exist.
They were everywhere together.
Like the nicest music videos.
Kelly was her
starring
plus one.
in music videos.
Her plus one to award shows.
Yeah.
Something. But
really, really bizarre. What happened
I
there?
know, you just want to know, but you're like, they must have had a falling out.
I know.
And it seemed like Miles and Trav are okay.
Yeah, right.
And I say Trav because that's what Miles calls
Because
him.
that's what Miles calls him. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. It is really so interesting. But yeah, I got to do some more. I got to look into this guy more. Jake Short,
Jake Short, Ant Farm fame. You know what it is? You know what it probably is?
child star.
That's tough.
Well,
to be
no,
known
because
for Ant Farm.
Mika got a big ass role, right?
Yeah.
Now she's got the
No, for
big
sure.
off campus role. Jake is now probably like, oh, where's my big break?
Yeah.
You know, Ant Farm wasn't enough.
No, that's some selfish shit right there.
now
for
this
sure.
now this bitch is in off campus. Some
bitch isn't off campus.
Yeah. All right, moving on while we're on the topic of Taylor Swift. New song. I knew it. I knew you.
Yep. I knew it. I knew you.
I knew it. I knew you. Out for Toy Story. She said that she got an advanced screening, and as soon as she left the screening, she went home and wrote this song because she just wanted to be a part of it so bad, which is like making your childhood dreams come true, right? She
Yeah.
said the first Toy Story she saw, she was 5, and since then she's been in love with Toy Story, and now we got a wonderful song out this Friday.
Definitely. And it is a little confusing solely because there is a Gracie Abrams song called I Knew It, I Know You. So very similar titles. Taylor and Gracie are very close. So I don't know if that's run by anybody or what. Or it's like, I was also seeing people joking. It's like, oh, I bet I could listen to this song and there could have been other titles. I don't know. I Knew It, I Knew You is a little wordy for a title.
I knew it. I knew you.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew you. Yes. But she clearly was hit by the inspiration arrow after seeing this movie. And I think it's going to be a very emotional song. A lot of people think it may have a little bit more of a country feel to it, back to the roots a little bit. If this is a more Jessie related song, like maybe she wrote this song for Jessie.
Yeah, this is exciting. I thought that, I'm not going to lie, I got my hopes up. I thought she was going to be a character.
Yeah.
I thought all the promo meant she was going to be a character. It's a song, which is still very exciting, but I had drummed up this whole thing in my head that she was going to be a toy that played with Bad Bunny as well. Like Bad Bunny would be pizza, she'd be sandwich.
She'd be a sandwich.
Yeah, I thought
Cookie.
they were going to do this whole little,
a piece of sourdough.
or a piece of sourdough bread and sandwich.
Because
It
she
was-
bakes.
Right. I thought it was like this whole song and dance, but it's not. But it is a song.
No, it is a
dance.
song, and obviously everyone's really excited about that. We haven't had new music in what feels like a while, despite it not really being that long, because Taylor keeps us all very fed. But this is where it came from. And according to Disney's accompanying press release, Swift's trading the glossy pop of her Life of a Showgirl album for an acoustic guitar. Inspired by the rootin' tootin' cowgirl, Jessie's ongoing journey in Toy Story 5 that began back in Toy Story 2, I Knew It, I Knew You also marks a return to Taylor Swift's country roots, blending styles to have defined her record-breaking career as a songwriter and artist, the statement reads. And in the grand tradition of Swift shifting her personal style to complement her sound, the photos she shared on Instagram also reflected the different sound of the song. They felt that way, of her lying in the grass with her hair undone and the flowers and all that. So
very exciting. I can't wait to hear
people
it.
saying she's going for an Oscar.
Fair.
She's trying to get that EGOT.
Hey, why not?
absolutely.
Should.
I mean, why would you not?
Yeah.
You know? It's like if you're an artist of that caliber and you are making a song for a movie and one that's a big blockbuster movie, you're hoping to get. You want that best original song nomination 100%.
There's a
She'll be at the Oscars.
99% chance she gets nominated for an Oscar for this song.
Yeah.
I would think so.
She hasn't done something for a show or a movie recently, has she? And then she
She did
She's
the
done
Hunger
shows,
Games, no?
Hunger
Well, she
Games.
did, but, like,
she
recently
did fuck.
Oh, I'm thinking of All Too
where
Well.
the
I was like, I thought she lost an Oscar
where the
recently.
crawdads sing.
I was thinking but she lost the All Too Well, but that was nominated for a short film for an Oscar, I believe.
Yeah. I think that was short film. I don't think she's ever been nominated for
A song.
best original song. Original song. Why was that so hard to say? Original
song.
She's never been
Yeah.
nominated for an Oscar.
No.
So maybe this could be it.
Yep.
Toy Story always gets nominated.
All Too Well didn't get nominated. Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, last topic. Anna Kendrick will be stepping in as the director for Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is now the third director to step in for this movie. I have faith in Anna Kendrick here because I did like Woman of the Hour a lot, the movie that she starred and directed in, and came on Chicks in the Office to talk about, humble brag. And I could see her being somebody who was like obsessed with this book and really doing the book justice with the movie.
I hope so because the microscope is way tighter on her than it was for like a movie like Woman of the Hour. Like that was a directorial debut. I think it was a very pleasant, not surprised. Like it was. Everyone was like, she did an amazing job. It was great, and I think they liked the movie. It was well perceived. But you're working with. Was that based on a book, Woman of the Hour?
It's a true story.
Oh, right, duh. It was a true story.
Oh,
but
yeah.
was there a book written about it first? Or was it based off a documentary?
I think it's based
It was just
off
a
of,
story
like,
that
just
happened
a
and
real life.
they wrote a movie about it.
I believe
Yes.
so.
I didn't know if it was something that was like there was a documentary about I forget.
Think that doesn't look like there's
No. So right, probably a little more of course based on a real story. People are so attached to this book that they're going to be tearing apart everything. I don't know if that's the reason why they've had so many directors quit or what's the deal. But the whole project in general just feels a little cursed at this time because it's been.
I don't want to think of it like that
because it's
I really
been
hope
going
this
on
gets
for so
made.
long.
I do wish
know.
it was like a limited series because I feel like they have enough.
That's the biggest fail that they're
Yeah.
not doing that.
I just feel like they have enough to work with to make it a TV show, and a movie might feel rushed if not done correctly.
yeah.
But I'm gonna be hopeful here. I'm not gonna shoot it down. I like this news. I like Anna Kendrick.
I do too. I absolutely do too. I'm worried about the level of scrutiny this project is going to have because of how obsessed people are with this story.
Yeah. Well, we need to just give it a shot before we just. I
Yeah.
feel like people were judging automatically without even.
Maggie Betts and Leslie Headland were previously attached to the project but have departed for unknown reasons. I just feel like they've been trying to make this for how long now? 5+ years?
It's been a while. It's been years.
Yeah, has to have been.
I do love that it's a woman director, though,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I feel like this book needs that.
Netflix picked up the rights in 2022, but the project has struggled to get off the ground. No casting details have been announced. Fans of the novel have been vocal about wanting Jessica Chastain to play the. I mean, I've seen all different kinds of casting. I'm reading this from a Variety article, and then they just talk about how Taylor Jenkins Reid has many projects that are being adapted, TV, movies, all those things. My guess is I do agree with you. I think probably Anna Kendrick's somebody that like really loved this book and therefore is passionate about taking it over. So I do hope for the best. And I just think like I already feel bad. Like I'm anticipating already feeling bad because no matter what direction this project goes in, I think people are going to be pretty brutal. Because it's like already everyone's like, it shouldn't be a movie. It should be a show, which is fair. So it's like then whoever they cast, it's like, that's the wrong cast. It shouldn't be this person.
I'm just going to have faith. Yeah. I'm going to be the opposite of that. And I'm going to be hopeful that I actually think this turns out really well.
Well, I hope that too.
Yeah.
I hope that too.
All right. That wraps up the topics. As the #1 frozen fruit bar brand in America, Outshine Fruit Bars and Mini Fruit Pops are made with real fruit or juice and simple ingredients you can pronounce. Every bite tastes like biting into a piece of ripe fruit. Juicy, refreshing, and bursting with flavor. It's a bright, vibrant experience that brings a moment of joy in every bar. And what's in each fruit bar? Real fruit or fruit juice and a good source of vitamin C. There's no GMO ingredients, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial colors or flavors. I am obsessed with Outshine Fruit Bars. It's such an amazing treat, especially now with the warm weather. You finish up dinner, you break out an Outshine Fruit Bar. Oh, it's so delicious. And the flavor lineup is stacked. We're talking strawberry, mango, coconut, watermelon, pineapple, cherry. You name it, there's something for whatever you're craving. My personal favorite, cherry. I love a good cherry Outshine Fruit Bar. You've got classic fruit bars, mini fruit pops, and even fruit blends. Outshine takes the best parts of fruit, the juicy, flavorful goodness, and makes it easy to enjoy. No cutting, no mess, just an Outshine bar and enjoy. Find Outshine Fruit Bars at retailers nationwide. All right, let's get into the pop corner where we take your hot takes, your voicemails, your opinions. Let's hear the first voicemail.
Hey, y'all. I just wanted to talk about real quick the future Love Island Dancing with the Stars crossover that I just realized could happen. But apparently Curtis Pritchard's Maura's ex from season 3 of Love Island UK, his brother is going to be on the Dancing with the Stars, the next pro, so that he could potentially win that, be on the season of Dancing with the Stars with Maura Higgins. I doubt that they would partner them up. That'd be crazy. But Curtis could totally be like showing up for Dancing with the Stars with Maura there. So didn't know what your thoughts were, if you guys were watching the next pro or not. I know you guys are all like big Dancing with the Stars fans like me. But just mind blown at that potential crossover. But anyways, thanks y'all. Bye.
You know, the crossover is really already there. Never forget when we went the first time, Curtis and his brother were sitting in front of us on the ballroom floor. So they're very involved in that way. I don't think I realized his brother was on the show. Did you know that?
I didn't realize, but I will say that I don't think Curtis and Maura were real exes or even had a real relationship. Like
that's so fair.
I truly do not think that was real. I think they just wrote it out to the end together, and then that was that. Like I don't even think it lasted more than like leaving the villa for a week.
Right. It did not go on long.
No.
It was
because then she was with Chris right after.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. AJ Pritchard is going to be on Next Pro. Professional dancer. In 2013, he competed on Britain's Got Talent, made it to the semifinals. From 2016 to 2019, AJ was on Strictly Come Dancing, which is the British Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, well, I think we knew he was involved because that's why they were there. That's why
yeah. I'm just saying I'm surprised that he would even need to, like, go on this show, you know?
Maybe
like to even be on Next Pro.
More exposure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he's been on a lot of reality shows. He's competed on Celebrity Master Chef, Hunted, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, The Challenge UK, And Celebrity Sass, who dares wins.
Maura was also on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yes.
I don't foresee this being any big drama because
I don't think so either. I agree.
Believe that they even had a real relationship. That's my take.
And my guess, like, enough time has gone by too, where if Curtis was there, it's not a big deal. And I really don't think they would ever put Maura, like, if he did win and was the next pro, I don't think they're doing that to Maura. That would just be weird. Like, I don't think anybody would like that. It's not like, I don't think that's tantalizing TV. I think everyone would be like, ooh, they cast her just to make her dance with her ex's brother.
Yeah, Dancing with the Stars doesn't usually move in that way.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Val doing a little twirl and dip with Maura in Miami for swim week.
Yeah, they look good.
Holy shit, they look good together.
They do.
Manifesting.
But I don't know if they can give Val Maura after a year of giving him Alex Earl.
Yeah.
And what, like?
Because you have to, like, be fair and, like...
But like, are you talking in terms of stardom or, like...
In terms of stardom and
normally they mix up, like, the type of star.
Like,
reality star, actor, you know?
Right, like, you're going to give... You can't keep giving the same people the old people.
The same thing. Like, then it's kind of the same with Sierra, too. It's like, there's only so many options.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like... Okay, Alan was with Elaine last year, who was a little bit older. Like, you know, like sometimes switching it up. Like Jenna had Joey, she went with Joey. Then the next year she has Corey Feldman, and he's gone first. You know, like I feel like they switch it up like that. Like I don't know if they would immediately go from Alex Earl to Maura or Ciara with Val.
Right. That's fair.
Hi, Rhea and Fran. This is Kate from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I have a hot take that doesn't really have to do with pop culture, but it's just a hot take in general. Especially now due to the upcoming, like, the fashion world, things are changing. My hot take is that men should not wear flip-flops or sandals unless they are at the pool or on the beach. I do not want to see your feet. I do not want to see your toes. If you're at the beach or the pool, that's fine because I understand you have to get in the water. Otherwise, you should keep them covered. I understand this is a hot take as flip-flops are coming back. So we'd just love to hear your take on it.
I gotta be honest, I've never seen a guy wear flip-flops outside of that setting. You know, like I don't think I've ever seen a guy wear flip-flops.
She said sandals too.
Or sandals outside of
a
beach or pool setting.
You definitely have.
Who?
My husband. You definitely have.
He wears flip-flops?
Birkenstocks. He's got his Birkenstock sandals. He loves those things.
But I don't see him at like a restaurant in the Birkenstocks.
No.
Around.
But like out and about on a weekend or when we're like at home, yeah. Or running errands in the city, you'll throw them on.
In the comfort of your own home.
I don't know. There's a hot take, too, about being in New York City where it's like you can't have any open, like no one wants to wear an open-toe sandal.
By the way, been here my whole life. I have no qualms with somebody wearing an open-toe shoe in the city.
To be honest, I don't care either, and I do it all the time, and I don't care if I'm being judged for it. Like sometimes I do just want to put on a flip-flop to walk down the street. Like I know it's not the cutest. But flip-flops are very much coming back, like, and there are a lot of really cute flip-flops out there.
I have no problem with people wearing flip-flops on the street. They're girls for outfits. Now, if Joe wants to wear his Birkenstocks to run errands, I'm not going to judge him.
It really depends on the event. If we're talking about just never, ever, I think that's kind of insane.
There were multiple voicemails. There's another one just like, people kind of being disgusted by men's feet.
No, and it's very much a thing, and I've heard many women get on social media and say, I don't want to see a man's foot at all, and it like they want them in a closed-toe shoe no matter what.
I've never been grossed out by like a guy's foot before. I don't think I've ever seen a really gross guy foot. You know, like I don't.
It seems just like a general statement.
It's just a general statement about guys' feet.
Yeah.
Not like anything like...
I'm not somebody
like,
who's
don't
like
go
really
to dinner in a Birkenstock. Like
but
that's...
I know that there are people that are like really, really grossed out by feet. I don't have that. I'm not really grossed out by feet. I don't have a foot fetish, but I'm not grossed out by feet.
Yeah.
So I think it's people who are... like my sister hates feet. hates feet. She can't even look at my feet. My whole life I heard that my feet were gross. And when someone told me my feet actually were not gross, I was shocked because I had always been told that they were gross.
One of my best friends also had the feet thing.
And I just
hated all feet.
Just hated all. So I just thought they're not gross though.
Yeah.
But people have that. I don't have that.
I gotta say, like, yes, sometimes I see a man's foot where I'm like, ugh. You know, I wish I wasn't looking at your hairy big toe right now, but...
Right, but if my hairy big toe is going to be out... No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got to shave that thing.
Yeah.
I have to shave it.
Hey, we groom our hairy big toes.
We do. We have to shave our hairy big toes. Yeah, exactly. I'm with that.
And, you know, my husband also loves a pedicure, so he takes care of you. Have a nice foot. But
never
really,
have I
it's
thought
like
Joe's
run
foot looked
around.
bad.
And in the summer...
He's an exception.
I know. In the summer, when we're out on Long Island and it's very, you know, beach vibes, it's always a sandal. So I guess I don't know if that counts like beach town. Makes
sense. You'd be wearing sandals.
Yeah, but I don't know. In like a city, walking around during the day, if I see a guy in a flip flop, I maybe give them a second glance. Like I maybe double take to the flip flop.
I think I have to pay more. I think I
What do
have
you
to pay
think
more
about
attention.
flip flop sock combination?
Terrible.
Hate that. I hate the thought of the feeling of it.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean. It's
having
just
to
like
make the sock go in between your
No,
toes
no,
like that.
like not a flip flop.
Oh, like a slide.
Oh, like a slide.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
socks
that's
when I think of flip flops, I don't
terrible
think of
too.
the.
Well, yeah, no. I think a slide.
Well, that's what a flip flop is.
Yeah, slide
Is a thong sandal.
Oh, see, I when I think of flip flops, I just think of the slide on.
No,
when I
that's
think of
slide.
Well, I feel like a slide on with socks would be like a gym thing.
Yeah,
that's
you know,
like,
which then I wouldn't judge.
Yeah.
But
No,
if I'm just
flip-flop
seeing
is
you
a
walk
thong
around with
sandal.
Oh, I hate those just to wear in general. Like I don't like that.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're rocking slides.
Yeah, but I only do it if I'm going to a place with water.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Well, no,
People really do care about this. Like they're offended by seeing a man in a flip flop. I can't say I'm offended.
I'm looking at the definition of a flip flop now because I don't know if all flip flops are considered thongs, but I am.
Oh, that's just kind of how I
also
thought
am
of
with
it.
you. No, they are. Yeah,
because
a flip flop
because
generally refers
flip-
to a light backless sandal or the sound of loose flapping.
Yeah,
a type of open-toed flat sandal consisting of a sole loosely to the foot by a Y-shaped thong.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. I don't. Yeah.
Like I think if you were to really argue it, you could maybe put a slide in the category, but I do think
slides.
I think universally that's a flip flop, and slides are a different type of sandal.
I've only worn slides my whole life.
Yeah,
fair. But I've always just called them flip flops.
Like a cute woman's sandal that is a slide sandal. I would never call a flip flop.
No, I have so many cute sandals right now that I want to wear, and I almost wore them today.
Yeah,
but my fucking big toe, I don't want.
No,
so
you gotta
actually
do
have
it.
a gross big toe, huh?
Yeah, but remember we said we're letting it breathe. A sandal's perfect for that.
You know what's happening with my nail, Noah.
Oh, yeah.
I've talked
Oh,
about
yes.
it.
Yeah.
A sandal's great for
well, yes, it's hairy too, but I shave it.
A sandal's great for letting that big toe breathe.
You're grossed out about me shaving my big toe?
No, I'm just joking.
Sure.
Keep that shit covered.
Do not let those toes out. You know, I have so many cute sandals right now, and I was going to wear them today.
TikTok.
Yeah, I was going to wear them today, and I put on these flats that don't even match my outfit because I was afraid of my
match your outfit,
but barely have sandals that match better.
Yeah,
and I didn't want my nail to be out.
Now I feel you. I've got a lot, and I have a lot of cute sandals too. But then sometimes it doesn't feel appropriate to wear them in Manhattan. Like it's like they're like not city shoes.
I almost would be like, I don't want to be open toed in Manhattan. The sidewalks are gross.
Well, that's what we were saying.
Yeah,
but I actually don't care because, like, here's the thing. Like, you guys ever go out somewhere and fucking take your shoes off and start walking on the street barefoot?
Yeah, all the time.
You know, like
What?
that.
All
You're
the time?
not. Well, you're not a girl.
You're not a girl. Night out, my heels hurt. I'm walking home without shoes
Yeah,
on.
like there have been.
Your feet are black by the time you get home?
Well, you take a shower.
We wash them.
Yeah.
There have been many a times where I've flipped my fucking shoes off and have been
Oh, for
barefoot
sure.
out,
For sure.
and then I take a shower when I get home.
I just made like I watched one TikTok of a girl being like, "Here's cute sandals for a European summer," and now it's all I'm getting on TikTok. I ordered a new pair. I'm excited they come this week, but like that and people. And then I did a deep dive on these Adidas ballerina flats. Have you seen those?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
I think I might have to try them just to see. I have a problem with summer shoes because I get a blister no matter what. No matter what shoe I wear. I don't care if 10 women say to me, they're the most comfortable flat. I promise you won't get a blister. I will get I'm the one that gets a blister. I don't know what happens.
Unfortunate.
It's every shoe but a sneaker. And even sometimes a sneaker. Like if I get a new sneaker, I don't know what it is, but no matter what, I am getting a blister. So there's really only a certain, like I just can't be walking, which is why sometimes when I want to wear a cute sandal or something or a cute ballet flat that I know is going to give me a blister, I'll walk in my flip-flops.
Fair.
Because I know that they're not going to give me a blister. Then I put the cute shoe on when I get to my destination. But yeah. Back to the question is, it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers other people, men in sandals. Because I see that all the time. Men should never be in a sandal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel so passionate about it, but I will be on the lookout now.
No. And now I'm going to notice every time a guy walks down the street in a flip-flop, because my guess is they're just going around the corner. I just stop. I just start asking guys,
where are you headed?
Excuse me, sir. Where are you going in that flip-flop? Mm-hmm. What's your destination?
How many blocks have you walked?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's do one more. Planet Fitness is a judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong your way and on your time. You can feel your strongest, your best self with best-in-class equipment for a full workout, from strength training to cardio to stretching. They have everything you need. They have free weights, they have cable towers, they have Smith machines, they have upper and lower body strength machines. So whichever way you want to start your progress or keep your progress going at Planet Fitness, there are so many options. And even more options because most locations are open up to 24 hours, and it's a $15 per month membership in over 2,800 locations. So the chance of one being near you is very possible. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free PF app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent or guardian.
Hi, Rhea. Hi, Fran. Hi, Noah. My name is Alyssa, and I'm calling in from Chicago. I want your take on Kelsea Ballerini and Chase Stokes. So I think that they have been secretly still together and trying to make it look like they broke up so that everyone would give them a break and stop looking so deeply into them. But now that they've been seen out a few times now walking around, and not just in New York, I'm starting to think that they're still together. What are your thoughts?
I don't hate that theory, but at the same time, I think with the way they publicly declared themselves together at the end of the year, like it would have looked better to just stay together. Like if they really were together this whole time, would have been better to just stay together than to have people think that they broke up, because that just made it look worse.
I'm so exhausted by these two. Dave had texted us a couple of weeks ago being like, it's, T by the Sea, Chase Stokes, Kelsea Ballerini, and we just we're exhausted.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say about these two anymore.
Yeah, it's like we didn't send it to you because I know they're being photographed walking.
Right. It's
around a lot.
It's exhausting, and like I said last time, I've tapped out. I have nothing left to say about these two. They won't rope me back into it. They will not rope me back into talking about them, even though I am right now. Just figure it out or give up. I don't know, man. I can't.
Throw in the towel.
Throw in the towel. How long can you do this?
It's like there was that. It was
like worth it.
The public declaration, and then it felt like what, a month
in February. That's when they ended again.
It ended again. So at that point, it's like ugh. So no, I don't personally believe that they have been together this whole time. I really do think they are breaking up and getting back together every single time.
They bring more attention to it than anyone else with these giant posts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, they've stayed away from that since the end of last year. They haven't really commented on it at all. And now we're just getting pictures of the back of them walking.
Yeah.
It's always someone behind them taking a picture of them strolling down a street together. So I don't know. That's all the evidence we have. They haven't shared anything more. I don't think they're going to. But that's all we're getting, and that's fine.
Best of luck, you two.
Right, exactly. Every time I see it now, it's like, okay,
yeah,
Godspeed.
Right, God bless.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps it up. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so very much, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks.